Guys, for once, EB Games actually made me a really happy person because today they posted something they probably should not have. And I say that because it's already down. But luckily Google remembers, so I could find these pictures you see here. And it looks like they accidentally posted something that they were not supposed to. And that was the charge cable for the Nintendo Switch. And guess what? It's a USB Type-C. And the reason I say that is because if you check out my other video that I will post in the corner here for you, this is a little while ago, I was basically speculating that the Switch would have a USB Type-C just to help out with things like multi-purpose when it plugs in. That way it plugs in through one port and it could feed HDMI, USB, anything really. I mean, USB-C can even be turned into like, it can even be is compatible with Thunderbolt in the right instances. And this is really good. This to me pretty much confirms to me that USB-C is on the Nintendo Switch. Honestly, when I thought about it more and more, even after making that video, it makes sense that it has to be USB-C, only because USB-C can support things like HDMI, several USB ports, power, can support everything through one port, so it wouldn't make any sense for Nintendo not to use USB-C, but there's always that sense of doubt because I'm sure there could have been a proprietary port they could have used. They are known for that. I mean, if you look at their 3DS line, their DS line, they've always used a proprietary charge port. They've never used something that was used by everyone, like mass-produced. So the fact that they're using a Nintendo Switch charge cable as the USB-C, the fact that it's USB-C is very telling, guys. And I'm going to explain to you why this is a bigger deal than what most people are making it out to be. Yes, it's USB-C. Yes, there's fast charging. But if that's in your mind where it ends, you're not looking at the big picture here, okay? And I'm going to explain it to you now. Nintendo does not use mass-produced charge ports or ports in general. They like to make their own to keep it in-house. And this is not a typical move for Nintendo. This just isn't. This is not what Nintendo usually does. So it tells me that either somebody else, like I said before, is driving the car right now for them, you know, is driving the bus, or NVIDIA is basically telling Nintendo in some way, they're making, of course, the CPU-GPU combo, or the GPU with the CPU combo, they're building the big part of the whole system, obviously, the heart of it. And to me, Nintendo probably is looking at this and saying, wow, we can get away with a lot in this system for the lower price that we want and still make money on it. We can get away with this because these parts aren't as expensive because they're mass produced, and we can put this stuff together and make a very powerful system. The fact that they're using USB Type-C tells me that Nintendo is putting out a cutting edge system. This is not their typical formula that they did with the Wii, that they did with the Wii U, where they used older parts and put a system out that was just powerful enough. The Wii was severely underpowered, but of course they used things like motion controls to really get it into homes, and that worked for them. The Wii U came out, and it was essentially a triple-core processor from the Wii. It was the same architecture and everything, moved it over to the Wii U, and of course they put the tablet with it, and that didn't work, obviously, because it didn't sell a lot. It's all about sales here. It's a business, you have to make money. The fact that they are putting the charge port of a USB Type-C on that Switch is big, guys. It really is. It shows that their outlook on the entire thing is different. It's not what it used to be, where they would, like I said, use older stuff. USB Type-C is so new that while some phones are getting them, most don't. And trust me, that is the way of the future. USB Type-C is great. It's reversible. You don't have to plug it in one way or the other. So all the people who get broken charge ports with their little micro USB, just plugging in the wrong way, that's not something that would happen. USB Type-C can charge a lot faster, can pull a lot more power through it, and it's multi-purpose. Like I said, you can split USB-C into multiple ports, basically. And keep in mind, like the MacBook uses just a USB Type-C connector on one side, and that has to fuel everything. It has to charge, has to do video out, has to do USB ports. This is a big deal, guys. This is really cool. I was speculating about it because I had a feeling it had to use that since it was going to be pulling multiple ports on that dock, but they could have used some other port for all I know. Using USB Type-C just tells me that Nintendo is really going all in with the system. It's not going to be like some old ancient piece of hardware. And after NVIDIA came out and said that they are using a much newer Tegra chip, not even the old Tegra chip, they probably could have gotten away with the X1 in this, just a little customized. The fact that it's using a Pascal architecture, a USB Type-C what else is coming out with this? Because at this point, the USB Type-C could go to things like I was saying, it could go to a Thunderbolt port, it could go to USB 3.1, which would give it the ability to be faster than the PS4 and the Xbox One in terms of transfer speed if you want to use something like an external hard drive, if they say that's possible. But charging will be fast if they want it to be with USB-C. And it will be able to pull more power through, which would then fuel the GPU to be faster and more powerful. So, it's a big deal here. It is a little expensive. Again, USB-C does come with some cost, guys. It's not a cheap port to buy cables for. The ones for my phone is a little expensive. Like I said, I have USB-C on my phone. They appear to be selling their charge cable of 3 meters for $19.95, which is a 10-foot cable. That's not bad. I mean, you can get a similar one that would work for like a PS4 controller, like the mini USB. Those are about $10, so it's not bad. Like I said, it's a good port. I'm excited for Nintendo. I gotta see what's happening January. They need to put something out. I need to either see a leak of the specs or something. I need to know what's happening. So let me know what you guys think about the leak for the USB-C. It looks like it's happening. I mean, EB Games doesn't just start throwing accessories around on their main site like this. They took it down, and that tells me that they weren't supposed to have it up. What do you guys think, though? Do you think this is a big turning point for Nintendo? Do you think that they are now going towards the future with a very current system? I think this is going to be cutting-edge hardware, and they are holding it right now until they hit that January presser, and they're just going to hit us hard with cutting-edge hardware, and I'm very, very excited. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe for anything else Switch, video game, technology, anything. It's all happening. So I will see you guys next time.